Hello everyone, my name is Cortex, and today I got a new video for you guys where we'll talk about the best bets for this weekend's Supreme Strife, as well as Grand Prix, and our match predictions. So I don't want to take any more of your guys' time. First of all, we're gonna get into Supreme Strife, we're gonna look at the matches, and we're gonna give our predictions and what I think is the best bet. So looking at the first matches, let's go through Group A first. We got IN, OG, PW67, DS, Ones, DK18, ASMR, 2748. Now, every team that's made it this far are pretty decent, right? You can't really make it this far being completely horrendous, or at least you have had to get really carried to do so, right? So every team here has somewhat of a chance, I would say. Now, for this Group A, I spoke to Akina, and he told me that there will be corner FFA, meaning every corner will fight each other, and I'll sort of explain because using my map because I can't see their map, which means let's say this was 606 Supreme Strife map. This corner would fight 1v1, this corner would fight 1v1, this corner would fight 1v1, this one 1v1, and then a battle for the Zig. Now, how the maps usually place people are not really that balanced. Usually it's not strong kingdom fighting strong kingdom, usually it's weak kingdom fighting strong kingdom, as you can see here. And I don't mean weak by like, you know, that they're very weak. I just mean in relation, right? Obviously, we're a lot stronger than Vita. 489 are a lot stronger than MTR. GV are a lot stronger than Pink. And 1 is a lot stronger than BTA. So I assume that's the same way they're placed. I don't actually have their map to confirm that. But I don't think there will be too many interesting bets to be made in Group A. You can make some safe bets, such as betting on IN, betting on OG to win their 1v1, or even DS. They're very good. We were allied with them last round. But I don't think the bets in this round are all too exciting in the IN group, in the Group A. So moving on to Group B, which is where my team is, 60GT, I can tell you what the alliances are. 60GT is allied with BTA, 1, and Pink. This was voted on through a Diplo Discord where 5 voted in favor of the Pink 1 BTA 60GT versus Vita, 489, MTR, and GV77. So that's what the matchup is going to be. Now, this is happening all during the Amsterdam meetup, as well as Grand Prix the day after for those teams participating, and also for those participating in the Amsterdam meetup. So I'll actually be in Amsterdam by the time you guys see this video. So yeah, this is going to get very interesting, and I have some risky bets for this round. Now, I've already placed my bets for this round. And yeah, I'm going to bet on BTA. Now, looking at our map, you see BTA is our ally. Right here. And I'm confident that us, 1, Pink, as well as obviously BTA's own effort, we will be able to make sure that we all advance to the next round. That's the hope, at least, because obviously we want all our allies to pass through, as we did last round. So yeah, it's a very risky bet. Again, bet with on your own responsibility. But this is what I'm putting all my coins on. As you can see, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And I do think that this is the best bet of this round. You can also bet on Pink. I think that's also fine. But I am very confident that our coalition and our alliance of pacts will win this round. And I do think we can get BTA as well as Pink through. I hope. But obviously, we are betting here against GV77 as well as 489, which obviously these two are extremely, extremely strong kingdoms as well as pacts in the Supreme Strife. I mean, GV77 sitting at 15.3 billion power, the strongest pact by power in the Supreme Strife event by far. So yeah, it's a very risky bet, but I am putting everything on BTA, and obviously we'll do our best to make sure that they make it through. If it doesn't happen, then, you know, my bad. But, you know, bet responsibly and don't spend all your gems if you can't afford to do so. However, if you do cash out on this, it's going to be some really nice gain and you'll be able to cash out a lot of gems. So that's where my bet is. Copy it if you will. If not, I completely understand if you go bet on GV, if you go bet on 489, or even if you just bet on GT or 1. That's completely understandable. But my money is going on BTA for this round. Now, moving over to the Grand Prix, I want to talk about the matchups as well as who I think will win and what the good bets are. So looking at the first game, GY16 versus VVRS. Now, it's very hard for a lot of us to know what's going on when it comes to the Chinese server because we don't really see that much of them, right? Obviously in the international server. So it's hard for us to sort of gauge. Now, we've obviously had some practice as well as other Western teams have had practice against some of the Chinese teams, so we do have some knowledge. Now, in this game, I would favor GY16 and also looking at the bets, they are favored there. Now, 60GT versus 261K. This is again my team, 60GT. I do think that we will beat 261K. And again, we're very favored in the bets, so I do not think this is a good bet either. 08W1 versus 62M1. I will be completely honest and say that I have no idea who will win this fight. And I think looking at the bets, I don't think it's really yeah, it's pretty much 50-50. So yeah, I don't know. If someone has some inside knowledge, feel free to comment down below. Maybe this is a good bet, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Anyway, moving further along, we have 489 versus 748W. I do think 489 has this game. 748W is a very good team, but I would favor 489. So I don't think there's a very good bet to be made here. NP39 versus Beer. Beer is insane right now. They're really, really good. So I would say it's not a wise choice to bet against Beer. I think if you want to have a safe bet, a very safe bet, you can bet on Beer, and I'm pretty confident that they will beat NP39. 955A versus 21YL. Again, I have zero clue. Zero clue. So it's very 50-50 as well. If you have inside knowledge, maybe you can make a bet there. 93T versus 2377. I do think when it comes to OL that 93T is generally speaking stronger than 2377. So I would say that this is not a great bet betting on 77 here. If you want a safe bet, 93 might be a good pick. We went over this game already, over this game. Now finally, you can see where my Oryx already are. I placed them before this video. I do think that 45Q versus DQ39 is the best bet of this round. And I'm saying that because I know that 45Q is very, very good. We've seen that in practice. We've seen that from replays from the Chinese servers. 45Q is a very, very strong team. And seeing that DQ39 is favored here, don't get me wrong, DQ is a very good team. But I do think that 45Q is the better team out of these two, at least right now, and to my knowledge. Again, bet for whatever you want. I am simply suggesting here, so don't come at me if my bets turn out wrong. But people have been asking for this sort of like, what am I betting and what do I think the best bets are? So here we are. I present to you the Supreme Strife bets that I'm making, which is just all in on BTA. Very risky bet, very, very risky bet, I will say. But it might pay off massively, maybe, maybe not. And for the Grand Prix, I'm going all in on 45Q. So yeah, that's my bets. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be taking a small break again, because obviously I'm traveling now, so I'm going to Amsterdam. I'll be there for the meetup. Maybe I'll get some content there for you guys, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna have a lot of fun, and maybe we'll learn some stuff there that I'll be able to share with you guys once I get back. So yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support. I'll be back probably in about 5 days or so from when you see this video. So yeah, looking forward to that. Take care, everyone. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.